Yo, what's going on? I'd like to welcome y'all to another One Take review. This is of Blade Runner 2049. I would call it last night. I was sick as hell. I still went to go catch it for you guys. I wanted to review it last night, but I just was not in the shape to. So anyway, I went to watch Blade Runner 2049 last night. I also uploaded my Blade Runner review, so you guys can go check that out. You can go check it out before this one, but I don't think it would matter at this point because you're already here. But anyway, I thought this movie was pretty good. One thing I say about this movie that pretty much my favorite, the thing I think I like the most is that it captured the first movie so well. It's probably one of the best sequels I would say to a movie that I've seen because I feel like even 35 years after the original came out, it captured the essence of it perfectly into this movie. I'm talking about from and of course the things are upgraded and things are updated a little bit more as far as like the cinematography, like the design, the CGI stuff like that is pretty much a little bit, it's updated so it looks better. And like this one thing, another thing about this film, it looks fucking spectacular. Uh, I don't know exactly who did it, but like whoever did it, like kudos to you, bro. You did your motherfucking thing. Uh, Ryan Gosling plays like the lead in this. He's a Blade Runner. He's doing his job. But there's some stuff I really just can't tell you about this because you have to see it. And because if you've seen it, we can talk about it in the comments. I don't want to spoil it for nobody else, but the very like I would say like the first 15 minutes of this when like the first opening scene, I'm gonna say it's between him and Batista. You seen in the trailer. That's like some pretty good shit. Batista is really coming on as like a real great actor to me. Like I know him. I only know him from like coming up as a wrestler, and to see him making it in like Hollywood doing this thing acting, I'm actually loving him because like I said, I followed him ever since he first entered. It's like the WWE. I don't know if he entered with WWE or WWF, but it really doesn't matter. Anyway, Harrison Ford was, you know what I'm saying, pretty good. He instilled like this same the decade. He instilled what he did in the first one and this one so well too. Um, I think Jared Leto had a great performance. He was like I think he's like the creator of like the new line of replicants because they have a new line of replicants now and they're pretty much getting rid of all the old ones and that's pretty much what Kay's job is to do. What Ryan Gosling's job is to do is go get rid of like these replicants who the old models who are just hiding away and like. But there is something so unique about this film and that's gonna catch you off guard. Kind of I think it's like toward like the midway point or probably like then like the first hour and 20 minutes. It happens and then you see it and you're like fuck. I'm so much more invested into it. That's not you can be already invested, but it's gonna be like damn that now you really wondering because there's a few different things in there. I feel like whoever the story of this was excellent. I felt like the visual was excellent. My only problem with this movie, in all honesty, it was that the fact that it does sometimes seem slow. And like I'm talking about, sometimes it can be like, and the movie's slow, and sometimes you can just tell the movie's long. I kind of was sick last night, so I think that might have played a factor in it. But at the same time, it's just like sometimes, and it is very, very quiet. I'm the only person that eat popcorn last night, and I'm just in there like chunking back things of popcorn. You grab a handful, I'm just pushing it up to your face, and I'm just like, it is so quiet. I think everybody hears me chomping on this popcorn. I don't like disturbing people on the movies, like, cause I hate it when people do it to me. So it was like I had to eat like one piece at a time and chew like real slow and wait for like a scene or something or some music to come in and start chewing. Cause the way this thing is like shot and the music and the tension in it is great. Like this is a very good sequel to a movie. Like I think, like I said, to me, it's one of the best. I like this one more than the original. Really, I really do. I wasn't just a big fan of the original. I've seen it like a few, not too long ago, but I wasn't a bigger fan of it. And like this one, I kind of, well, I enjoyed it. I don't say kind of enjoyed it, but I didn't just love it because I'm not that big of a fan. But like I really enjoyed it. It was a good movie. Like I said, there was a few positives. Anna de Armas plays love interest for Ryan Gosling. And I think they have like the most unique love interest I've ever seen in a movie, because it's so not okay. Maybe not. Maybe I'm kind of high off the movie still from last night. But the more I talk about it, the more I like it, because they have like a unique factor going in between those two that you don't see anywhere else, and you to the point where you don't understand it, but at the same time you do understand it, because I can't just say it because I was spoiled. I was spoiled. If I said exactly what it was, I was spoiled two things in the movie. And those two things in the movie you do not want to be spoiled by. You want to just go in and see it. And one of them you'll find out the first 15 minutes of the movie. The second one you'll find out when you go home to her. Like, it was a great performances by Robin Wright. She was the lieutenant. I'm trying to think of what, like, this was just it was good performances, great cinematography, well shot. I like the tension in this movie, and I think the best part is just the story. I think the story is probably the best part of this film, and it's just in the way. And I honestly think it left the doors open for another one. I really do think they left the doors open for another one, in a sense to where you don't necessarily, I'm not gonna say necessarily the same group of cast, because like, I'm not gonna tell you if they make it to the end, but it's just, I feel like they left the doors open for another one. And when I watch, I think after seeing this one, if they get the same writers, I have no problem watching, because I like the way this movie played out from beginning to end. And I think it was a story well told. Like I said, it was kind of slow to me. I think it was a story well told. I definitely think if you're a fan of the first Blade Runner, I think you will love this one. If you love the first Blade Runner, I think you're gonna fucking go crazy when you see this one, because I think it was a very, very well follow-up to the last one. Definitely think it gets a recommendation from me, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? It was a pretty good film. I have a grading scale now. I guess it's better. Oh, my bad, I'm still trying to see. I have a grading scale now. Letter grades A to F, you know, just like a report card, and number grades. You get like an A. Let's say a F. F1 is the worst you can get, and an A5 is the best you can get. So the numbers go from 1 to 5. The letters go from A to F. All we have to give Blade Runner 2049 a B1. Like I said, I think it was kind of slow, and I'm just not a whole fan of the whole sci-fi thing, but I think as far as story and everything else about this, other than the fact that it was slow and some stuff in there, I just kind of was like, but another thing, I think this thing, I done gave it my score already, but I think it has a lot of callbacks to the original. So I do think it would be good to watch the first one before you see this one. I think you'll have more appreciation for this one. Like, just my opinion. But if you've seen it, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. Hit that like button before you go. Subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews. I'll catch up with you guys later.